Wow. So, and did you expire?
Yeah, yep.
So you're a voter and everything.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Give him another hand. Give him another hand. He's a big time voter. Well, I love it. I love it. Hey, man. And so, what took you so long to call, man?
Listen, I had to pull him in, pops. I had to link and pull him in. I had to pull him in.
You pulled him in.
Here we go.
I had to pull him in.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Good.
So I've been messaging you on Facebook and stuff like that, but I didn't know nothing about the Zoom meeting. But then I was talking to Patrick Nunn, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna do the Zoom meeting." And I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Y'all got Zoom meetings?" I'm like, "And you ain't told me about it." So yeah, so I got on Brother Willie and Patrick, and now Willie got me in here. So yes, I'm here.
Good job, Will. I love seeing his face. He looked happy.
Yeah,
you know, smiling and carrying on. I love it, man. That's amazing.
That's because I love y'all, and I'm so glad I'm back in touch. You know, it's just, man, it feels good.
Right, and let me explain that. You know, Steve, because of COVID, probably when COVID came, we went to Zoom everybody. I think we were at maybe 35, 40 guys per Tuesday. And then Zoom came, we went to the Zoom scenario. I had low expectations, but we actually did good on Zoom. But what we did is we recognized everybody can't, Zoom don't work for everybody. And so what we had to do was say, all right, well, we're gonna take the COVID thing head on, and we just gonna test, and then get everybody to a zero bottom line. And that's what we've been doing. To be honest with you, we have been ahead of the curve in some ways. I don't mean to say that it's impossible for us to contract it, but we have been aggressive as a group in not only testing ourselves, but getting other members in the community tested.
That's right.
Yeah, matter of fact, to be honest with you, we offered an opportunity for a 180, Ashland House, and Freedom Works and Team Challenge to test free, to test all their guys to take our strategy. They turned us all down. And now there are major outbreaks in all of those locations. They're on total lockdown.
Wow.
And I'm just saying that to Steve, but I'm also saying that to you all. Man, you see now why we was pressing it the way we was pressing it. And when we did our event, we only had 106. Now, between our event and all these events that are taking place now, where hundreds of people are showing up. The same spot we was at, Umar, the line was 2.5 blocks long.
Yeah. They did over way too long. They did over 350.
No, take off your hats. Do what?
They did over 350 that second time.
And they had the flu shot and the COVID shot both. And it's not negative. Yeah. Good. Yeah, good. So now let me just explain. While I got some attention on the line. Hey, Lolita, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
Good. And didn't you have somebody that was sick in your family?
Yes, my daughter had COVID and pneumonia.
Wow. And
she's doing better now.
So is she over it, or is she still in it, or?
She's over it. We'll just call it over.
Right, that's right. And what about the contract testing? How do you think it came about? You have no idea?
Oh, I have no idea because she's working from home.
Okay.
And she has a young man's son who might have been out. He's negative because we all got tested. He's negative, but just like any other kind of germ, you can carry the germ and bring the germ in the house to someone who's susceptible to it.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure that's what happened.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Well, hopefully she's going to recover well and be all right. It's good to see your face. Esau got something. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So when my dad, I think it was October 18th, 19th, whatever. So he contracted COVID, but we don't know where in the contact tracing, etc. And on Friday, he went in on Sunday to the hospital. Friday, he was with my granny and my auntie, and
You don't see him, Pops.
Uh-huh.
and so my granny had like a something in her
That's good, that's
throat, but it turned out it
So you
wasn't
saw that.
COVID.
Mm-hmm. What was it?
So it was just something inflamed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like if we know the source of it, it does have some relief. Comfort of like, okay, this is a comfort. If you don't know where it came from, it's like,
How did that happen?
We're so safe. And then I was in a hospital room with them for about 5 hours. You know, had to go to emergency room to evaluation. Both of our masks.
Somebody got too much noise.
So,
Thank you, Calvin.
so
give Calvin a hand right there.
I'm trying to be in there, Pop.
He's the Zoom police.
Oh boy, y'all bad on that one.
And you know he's in Mississippi telling people what to do. I don't know what's going on here. But y'all hear what Esau is saying, the frustration.
Like, at the same time is kind of being aware of your surroundings.
No, that's right.
Because some high risk areas, some, you know, and so wash your hands, sanitize, you know, and just let people know. It's like, yeah, I was at a high risk, like going to the hospital. Sometimes I got to go get my medicine, my prescription. That's a high risk area. I was at the hospital, so I'm gonna stay home for a couple of days.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna just run to a friend's house. So just some safety measures that conscious about other people.
Go ahead.
When you are going into these hospitals, watch what you are touching.
Yeah.
So everybody in there is going, so if they have it and they're touching stuff, it's getting passed. So a hospital is a place where you can catch that thing too. So be careful when you go in these hospitals and get tested. Pay attention to what you're touching.
Good information. Good information. Let me just tell you this: that downtown Minneapolis Convention Hall testing was smooth as butter. I had a 10 o'clock Saturday appointment. I got there at about 2 minutes to 10. The line was at least 2.5 blocks long. I walked right in. I had to take a picture of the and they moved me through a line real smooth. I had to spit into a little tube type thing, and I'm just out of there in 12 minutes. That was Saturday. I had the results the next day, Sunday, online. So reason why I'm mentioning that, because that's still open. The convention center is still a possibility if you want to get tested there. Now, because it's getting so bad, right? So we've elected not to shut down today, and next Tuesday is going to be our gathering, right? But it's going to be our year-end gathering. It'll be the last meeting next Tuesday for the rest of the year. So we want you to come and bring a dish. No guests if they haven't been tested. If you can't prove, verify, and call in. Don't just be operating on your own. Call in and say, hey, I'm bringing a guest. He or she is tested. This and that, and be sincere, because we're trying to protect everybody and still have our little time together before the end of 2020. Now, for me, 2020 couldn't end quick enough. This was a rough year. It's a rough year for me. Now, in some ways, and in other ways, we did something. But I just want you to know now, next Tuesday is going to be our last in-person meeting. We're going to be on Zoom from now on after next Tuesday until the end of the year. Our first in-person meeting will be January the 5th, and you have to come back with a negative COVID test again. As me too, everybody. You got it? Okay. Y'all got it online? Yeah.
So this offering free testing at home?
Yes.
So that's a site I was trying to give it to
Wayne.
Wade. You get on your phone. It's free of charge. If you don't have insurance, it's still fine. You can apply for it. They can send you a kit at home. So you don't have to go in the highest race area to stay online if you're afraid of that. And send it at home to you. When you get the kit, you can call a number so they'll do a video call with you and watch you do the whole process. And after you're done, you put it back in the kit, send it back right away. In less than 24 hours, you get your result.
Wow.
So
You
they're
did.
offering that for free. Yeah.
You did it.
Yes, I did it.
Wow.
So it's offering that for free
Right.
to you, so you don't have to go online and wait 2 hours. They will just ship it out to you, and you have it in the next day or so, and then you ship it out, get your result.
You have to.
That's
you have
excellent.
to have them watch you.
Yes. So they need to watch you do it on the video. So you just use the video like on your phone, any other app, you just use the video. The person watching it and instruct you how to do it, so they can verify that you yourself are doing it yourself.
I know it is. Picture of my ID and my medical card, so they can verify I was before they even.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So they're gonna send you a bill too, since you send your medical card.
It should be free medical card for now.
But they said if you got a medical card,
Send it. Right.
let us know too.
Yeah, they're gonna send you a bill.
That's all I have.
So real quick though, we got I haven't even looked at Acts of Faith. Desmond is here. Here go Des over here. I look at he's smiling and grin. I'm about like a hot minute off of this brother. I ain't gonna. He brought a guest, so I'm gonna soft pedal tonight, you know. But brother, brother, all of that, disappear here today, gone tomorrow, whatever. We just ain't doing that, man. You just got to. If you're gonna be with it, you got to be with it. You missed a message we had about 2 weeks ago called "No More Games." Stop playing games. I'm telling it to everybody. I'm good, and this game plan is not gonna get it. Anyway, I'm not gonna belabor that, but I am glad to see him because I can't help but worry when I don't see him, and I think that he is. I don't know what I think. Give Des a hand. He's back here. I'm gonna let him introduce his guests. Go ahead.
Yes, man. Glad to be back. Thanks, Pop. We're gonna get together for get my chest tapping. But this is Joshua, one of the guys in the house.
Where's the house at?
Freedom Worker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you over there?
Yeah.
All right.
He's been there about almost a week. About a week. One of the good brothers on my floor, the GRA floor. I've been at Freedom Works, man. That's why I've been at.
Okay.
Getting my housing situation together.
Good.
Working, doing a little work.
Good.
Doing what I'm supposed to be doing over there. And focus from my last shift. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting back on track.
Okay.
Studying Bible studies. Just on all my support groups that I needed to be on. Man, I was on restriction until my job clean, so I job clean and then started working. And other than that, just been still in one spot, working on me, man, so I can get better. It's me to help somebody else. So I brought a guest tonight so he can check out what I'm part of, man.
Well, brother, say a little bit about yourself. Give Des a hand. He's trying. But to what he got through saying right there, Des a good brother. He's a good-hearted brother. But he is hard on himself. And it's impossible to win if you are going to steal the victory from yourself. Say too many games.
Too many games.
Yeah, so see, all game plan has an origination point. Listen to what I'm saying. Say the point of origination.
The point of origination.
All of us who got into a game that got serious started as fun. Fun. We started just having some fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the game, say the game. The game will let you win a little bit when you first get in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a drink won't shut you down when you first start. Yeah, a bump won't, you know, take you out when you first have it.
Yeah.
Exactly. But when you keep on playing the game, say the game. And you keep on drinking, say drinking. Keep on bumping, say bumping. Keep on sexing, say sexing. Now, wait a minute, you could be a dope fiend, alcoholic, baby making, deadbeat dad. And wait a minute, and many of us came from that relationship. I just wait for all the amens to die down.
Amen, amen.
And to the degree that we came from those relationships, it makes it easy for us to treat our children the same way. By playing games, say playing games. So playing games becomes generational. Your daddy played it, not well, but he played it, right? And created a pathway not for you to be successful, but for you to have nothing else to do but play the game. I wait for all the amens to die down. And I'm not trying to spend all night on that. You know, I'm just trying to say, we all started out innocent. Innocent is over now. Nobody wants to hear. Look, in 2021, don't come in here with all that game. I'm gonna let the door hit you this time. We've been coveting and embracing all pop guys. Say all. That's a big word. All means everything with the exception of nothing. No exception. We coveted everybody. If you needed money, we got that. Whatever it was, we put it out there. Work, whatever it was, we put it out there. Look, now what we got to start being a little bit more discerning and say, wait a minute, this is for the needy and not the greedy.
Amen.
Silly games, say silly game. Yeah, we don't have time to keep playing them silly games. Yeah, now wait, I'm talking, I was talking with my son, you know, about the difference between losers and winners. This is a simple message. Say loser. Say winner. Now, you know how sometimes, if you remember this, from when you was growing up, there were some people, seemed like they always won. But you couldn't completely understand why they always won. It seemed like you didn't. The reason why that was is because that person had made up his or her mind to win. Now, a man or a woman with a made up mind, that's a dangerous person, and you better get out of their way. So when you got a made up mind, buying a home becomes just a process. Before it was some pipe dream, and that the before could have been yesterday. But from yesterday to today, the difference is you got a made up mind. Say, I got my mind made up. Now, if you get your mind made up, you know, then no games. There's no room for games. This is what the scripture said. When I was a child, this is what it's saying. I played games like a child. I behaved as a child. When I got my mind made up, I became a man. And I put aside. Come on, this is what they're talking about. This ain't some message for somebody else.
It's a message for everybody.
Listen to Calvin. Calvin from Mississippi. What is it? What is it hot down there, boy?
Oh, it's nice, man. But guess what? I just got to stay tuned in with y'all, man, and go to church. That's all I can do. All this worldly stuff I can't do no more.
Hey, you looking for that church girl? Did she find you yet?
Oh yeah, hey, I'm gonna be patient. I got about 6 more months for one show up.
Keep us informed. Anyway, we got Dexter Harper here, man. Dexter, we had Steve Jennings on the. Yeah, Steve was on, man, from Rochester, Minnesota. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just revisiting what we had maybe a few weeks back. So I'm not gonna stay there, but I am going to tell you it's going to change for us in 2021. You got to come.
I'm still here. I just want you to know I ain't going nowhere. I'm working.
There you go. You got to come correct in 2021. We're gonna still be with you, but if you plan, we're gonna let somebody else come. You ever look? Somebody go to McDonald's? They've been there 25,000 times. Then get in the line and get to the time it's the order, and then stand there and look at the menu like they don't know what they're gonna get. Like, you only been here 500,000 times. A number 6 is still a number 6. Say, stop playing games.
Stop playing games. That's real.
Let me see. Yeah. They put the McRib in. Now, if you want that, just say it. Shut up. Don't be waiting around now. Go ahead. That's amazing. Oh, woo, that's good. That's good, son. You were right on it. And watch this. And I could go there with that, but anyway, I don't want to run nobody away from me. I got love in my heart. That's right. Yeah, I just got love in my heart. I'm for peace and not war.
Amen.
Yeah. I don't want to run a little bro away. You know. You run back over there to Damascus Way where it's safe. You know what I mean?
I got Mr. around with Mad Dad, so
okay.
BJ Smith.
Mr. BJ is a good brother.
Yeah, that's my pop.
Okay, good. So just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Joshua. I was born and raised here. I was fed up about a couple of weeks ago, about 3.5 weeks ago. I got tired of drinking. You know what I mean? I went to Turning Point about 4.5 years ago.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I slipped up. Well, I pretty much got comfortable, and then I went back. You know what I mean? Because I started going to church, and then I stopped because I got to where I wanted to be, and then I started thinking I did it myself.
Yeah. And
then I just came to a realization that I can't do it by myself.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I mean, I need to keep the Lord on my side and in my corner, and I need to surround myself with more positive people and change my circle. So that's why I came to Freedom Works, because I got a family that used to work there. My auntie, she used to volunteer there, and she just kept beating in my head like, you need to come to Freedom Works. And then I met Mr. Desmond over here, my man.
Yeah.
He was telling me about this program. He was like, man, you want to come down? I was like, for sure, you know what I mean? He was like, there's a bunch of positivity around here, you know what I mean? He said, got him, just keep him, stay focused every time he comes to these meetings. And just these few couple of seconds got me like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Got me thinking, though, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
give Joshua a little hand, though. I want to, we're going to go to the acts of faith. Umar was missing last week, and it bothered me all week long. Because it was last Tuesday was snowy. I said, well, now, what happened? So I'm just going to turn it over to you, brother. Tell me what happened. Where was you at?
I was in a step-down house.
What's a step-down house?
That's a place when I grew up, that's the place that made me go to step-down house away from my house. So finally, I didn't go in on Friday. I went in late. So they threw me out of that. So I went home. And that's what Roy told me I need to be at anyway.
Right.
So now they just let me stay at home for the next 14 days, then I graduate.
Give him a hand.
Congratulations, Umar.
That's right. Umar had his own house. They wouldn't let him go stay at home. It might be for the best. I mean, it's a way to look at it.
Yeah.
It's a way to look at it.
I plan to get rid of that house in spring anyway.
Okay. Well,
I think what I'm planning on doing is getting rid of the house, buying me a 26-foot truck, go to Louisiana and live in my mom's house.
But your mom, the house closed down?
My mom passed away on my birthday this year.
Wow. Did you get a chance to see her before?
Yeah.
Okay.
My condolences.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that. That's a hard loss. Anybody in here still got their mama? Raise your hand. Wow.
My mom was 90 years old.
Wow. Where was she from? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey,
That's my hometown. That's my hometown. Louisiana.
No, you know, you claiming Minneapolis and everything, Mississippi. I don't know where
Hey,
you're from.
but I'm from the boot though. I can't change that one.
No, I ain't mad at you. You know, I ain't mad at you now. So anyway, here's what we're gonna do. I want to go to the acts of faith quick. I'm gonna let somebody. You got it. No, just hold on. Y'all got it back there.
I got it.
You got it. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
November 17th. When I get the bills in the mail.
Excuse up.
Excuse me. When I get the bills in the mail, it's like I just can't breathe. When I am experiencing financial chaos, my primary goal is to be free of debt.
Mm-hmm.
This requires discipline and structure. I may rebel against the notion of discipline because I feel as if I am being punished.
Good.
But I must realize that I am punishing myself.
Right.
When I love beyond my means,
yeah.
If you spend without a budget, if you live without a plan, I am punishing myself and your creditors. When I am in debt, spending money without discipline means I am spending other people's money. I am withholding from the flow. I am blocking my abundance. If my lack of discipline puts you in debt, only discipline will get you out. As hard as it may be, as unfair as it may seem, my money is not my money when you are in debt. Give what I have to those who you owe if you want your money to be rightfully yours.
Yeah.
Amen. When I am patiently disciplined, my progress is assured. Reflection. Am I able to deal with debt and face it honestly? What debts am I ashamed of or hiding?
That's real.
I got some on this.
This is real deep, and I want everybody to just think a little bit about it because it impacts everybody. I'm gonna let my sister go here in a minute, but I just want to remind you when you're out in the world playing games, say game. Yeah, debt don't really mean anything to you.
That's right.
You're not really paying any bills. Somebody else has got the lease, somebody else's car, somebody else's food, somebody else's cooking. That don't really mean nothing when you're playing games. Say playing game. Right.
Playing game.
But so look, when we mess around and start taking responsibility, suddenly we recognize, first of all, we owe a debt to them mothers that we left behind to raise these children. Right? And paying for them children. But we also owe a debt to society because the games we were playing were hurtful. It hurtful to ourselves individually and hurtful to the neighborhood that we live in. We were scandalizing. Is that right or wrong?
Okay. Right, say that, Pop.
And so come on, Steve, sit down. And so, so we're gonna go around the room and get some reflection on that. Who's gonna go first? My sister, and then who else? Larry. Okay, then we got three up right now.
I go online, Pop.
Okay, 5. That's 5. You number 5. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay, so, and this is exactly what I'm dealing with right now because, like you said, I've never had debt because, I've had debt, but like you said, it's always been I've always bought somebody else's car. I've always bought somebody else's something, and it's in their name, so it really wasn't my debt, even though it was my purchase. But right now I am up to the limit. Everything that I get, I have to pay out. So the people were calling me talking about, oh, did I want to extend the warranty on my car? It won't cost me much. And I said, I don't have $1. I ain't got no money. I can't buy it. Then they kept on calling me and I got so frustrated. I said, I don't have no money. Everything that I got, I have to pay because I kind of bid a little more than I could chew with the car. But I'm gonna work it out. But yeah, and I still have an addiction, and it's a shopping addiction. I have a shopping addiction. I like clothes. I like to look good, and I don't want to stop that. But I'm gonna have to, like they say here, be patient and discipline myself. I can get maybe one little outfit a month or something. I don't have to just every time I get some money, which I be like getting a little money for my oils and different little things and, working, cleaning and, I need to get in my own mind that I don't need to run out and buy no clothes every time I get some money, And I'm up to here with bills. I can't do no more. I can't do no more. I can have no more nothing. What I have is beautiful. It's good. It's for me. At this time, I have everything I need. And I don't need to keep on going there and spend my money in these stores. I need to save up some money, for a rainy day because debt, you said. Right now, I'm dealing with a debt that I could have paid, if I would have saved my money and not bought this little this here, this little that there. I could have went on and gave the people the $200 that I owe. But now I have to wait and, stack up my money so that I can pay the people at least half of what I owe. So yeah, I discipline. When they talk about discipline, I really have to ask the Lord to help me with that because He's delivered me from a lot of things, but I'm hard-headed about this buying clothes, gear, shoes, purses, and
Give her a hand, she's telling the truth. Yeah, but so here is a phenomenon. She's shopping like she's still in the street. When you're in the street, money comes fast. But you always think, I just come up again. Y'all say that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come up. But see, when you live in a different life, there's no street money. The come up is already came up, right? So really, there's a part of her is still living a street life in a square mentality. Look at that. The dichotomy, the duality of that will destroy you. I'll wait for all the amen. See, so you have to really get peace that you're not in the game, you're not competing. You don't have to, the game is over, sis. By the way, if you're a smoker and you're smoking a pack a day, that's about $250, $300 a month that you could have had in your pocket. I wait for all the amens to die down.
That's right. That's right.
Somebody say 300. 300. Somebody say 300 real loud.
300.
Yeah, so 300 is 100 more than she owed the other guy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, who's number two? Larry, go.
My name is Larry, Pop Guy.
Can you say Pop Guy?
And I can relate to it because it really didn't mean nothing to me while I was there, man. I didn't have to pay rent around that now. But guess what? It just so happened I have to pay rent this week.
Wow.
And because of my
give him a hand. He getting ready to move to the next level.
Because of my circumstance, I'm not paying. It's not really no big deal because I heard Pop say, I think last week, write down some goals. But my goal was already when I got out of 2010, I'm not going back. I don't care what happened, I done retired. So that was my first goal right there. I'm still working on that. But so yeah, I'll be paying rent from Friday, Saturday.
And that's beautiful. You know, it sounds like it ain't, but it is beautiful because as a man or a woman, you're accepting the responsibility that come along with the title that you want to carry. Wait till you catch that. Because see, if you say you're a man, but you living at the woman's house and she's paying the bills, you really still have that adolescent personality. I don't hear nobody. Go ahead, Larry.
What I was gonna say is, you know, the thing is that I know I have to do this because I want my freedom, you know, and even if I go see a woman or whatever, you know, when I leave there, I still have to go home.
Right.
I have to shut that door. When I shut that door, I'm feeling comfortable. You know, even though, you know, I feel comfortable maybe with other men, but it's nothing like that.
Oh, come on, give it some love. You're making progress. You just have to stay with it, you know. You know, my guys who are, you know, have that level 3 dynamic, you know what? And there ain't no shame in the game. You just got to bump them levels down, bump them down, right? One step at a time. If you're not in a hurry, it'll flow to you. But sometimes we get in a hurry and we want to do something that the level won't allow, then we butt yourself up against violation. Take that out of your mouth. Just be patient. Let them chase somebody else who ain't listening. Ooh, wait, y'all didn't miss it.
That resonated deep within my soul. Yes, sir.
So see, what Roger's talking about is when I was in the prisons, this is what we was teaching for level 3. Just wait for, if you can mess around and get 120 days, no issues under your belt. In 120 days, another 120 people gonna have come out. And there's gonna be a whole bunch of them people who are not listening, they haven't had any training, and they're gonna be hot to get and do whatever they was before playing games. This takes up the agent's time. Game players take up all the agent's time. So what you want to do is allow somebody else to come out and play the games while you accomplish your goals. I'm just waiting for all that.
And that told me to stop playing games.
Come on.
Because the biggest games I would play would be on myself. And I would play the game on myself so well that I get so tired of it that I play it again. Self-inflicted, self-hate, self-shame, self-doubt, fear of success. That was me. But once I met Pops and I was able to start slowly graduating out that bucket, so I had to graduate first. I had to study first. You know, I had to learn. I had to start sharing with brothers like Adonai, brothers like Maurice Graham, brothers like Doug. You know, when I eventually met him as a student teacher, I was still learning. You know, so I had to open my ears and pay attention to what was going on, so I wouldn't miss the message with that know-it-all attitude that I still struggle with. But see, I know how to restrain it. You know, I know what tools to use to say, hey, calm down. You know, slow down. Stop playing games.
That's called the battlefield of the mind.
Yes.
And in the battlefield of the mind, it is you have to win it upstairs, right? And you attack the thought, you know, before it manifests itself in the flesh.
Yes.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
So,
You don't let the word become a word. Well, that's right. That's right. Who's next? Go ahead.
So one of the things, one of the things that I played so well when I first got off was the whole debt thing. Like I had a habit of spending my money, wishing and hoping on making it up in the long run. And there was times where I struggled financially to even pay my rent when I lived on my own. So I am in a way scared to get my own place at some point because of that point, but I am overcoming that fear by utilizing a budget and budgeting my money so I don't get jammed into having hard times financially.
Mm-hmm.
And also being patient and managing my money correctly. I am making a lot more progress in life. And 2 or 3 days ago, I just got offered driving semi for the towing companies that I have.
Come on, give them love.
And I'm trying to work out the details with my agent. And if everything goes accordingly to plan, I'm also trying to get my CDL at the same time.
That's right. Come on. So let me unpack that real quick. So Chris has a goal. Say a goal. The goal is to obtain the CDL license. That's a goal. And that's a good goal for 21. We're late in the game, but he can be studying right now in 20 for the goal he's trying to accomplish in 21. I want everybody in here to be thinking about setting a goal and then achieving it. Now, when I met Chris was a level 3, you know, and he done mess around here and he acted like it, playing games. This is what he just admitted to. He said, I'm saying it different. He said, I was a game player and I continued to go to the penitentiary for it. But when I made up my mind, say when I made up my mind.
When I made up my mind.
Oh yeah, wait. Just think about what I just said, what everybody just said. Say when I made up my mind. So this is my sister saying, whose mind was it that spent up all your money?
Right.
That's right. So it's your mind, but unmade up. I'm gonna tell you something. This is a secret. You might not think it's a secret, but it is a secret to me. When I get up in the morning, every morning, the first thing that I do before I leave the bedroom, even before I brush my teeth, I make up my bed. Now I'm just gonna tell you why I say that. I make up my bed every morning. Now my wife, she's already up ahead of me, but so, you know, she gone. But when I get up, I make up the bed. When she come back to the bedroom, that bedroom is spotless. I'm gonna just tell you why. Because I want to accomplish my goals. And see, my first goal is I have a clean bedroom. I made my bedroom up. I made my bed up. I'm just talking good. Y'all don't like it though. But I'm just telling you that, see, because if you didn't make up your bed, it means that your mind is so cluttered that it won't allow you the freedom to even take care of your own essentials. And so when you can't take care of your own essentials, it just becomes a habit. So by the end of the month, your bedroom's nasty, you're nasty, your affairs are out of order, and nothing is going your way. You have received a loser's mentality. And in a loser mentality, you become desperate. Desperation only comes over losers. Well, I should say it comes over all of us, but only those of us who have loser mentality allow desperation to speak with a loud voice. I'll wait for all the amen.
All right, Bob. All right.
I'll wait for all. Look. So when I left there this morning at 3600, my bed was made like a military man. I'm going to work. I'm getting ready to put it in. Say, put it in. Nobody's in there but me and my wife. If she ain't there, just me. But I want it to be right. I have a standard that I want myself to be at. I want a living standard for myself. And if you can check off that in your box of accomplishments, it sends your day off in the right direction. I'm just gonna wait for all the amens to die down. I don't care if you're in Freedom Works and you be thinking when you live at somebody else's place that you know that ain't got, you know, whatever, you adopt that penitentiary mentality about the room. No, if you in there, you live there. If you in there, you live there. And if you can, you're up here trying to convince yourself that you can win this thing. I'm gonna stop right there. Who came next?
I think I'm next, Pop.
Oh, wait, no, you're number 5, right after Chinny. Go ahead, Chinny.
So, Pop, just to hit on what you just talked about, that was my dad mindset too. As a kid, my dad makes sure that before I leave my room every single day, my bed was made up. When I was a kid, I did not understand why this old guy keep grinding on me for no reason.
Right.
This is my room.
Right.
I can do it when I want to do it. You sleep in your bed, you fix your bed. And then as I grew older, I realized that that's what your day starts from. That's the starting point of your day.
Right.
So when I left and go to college, how all my friends are running out of their room, I fixed my bed.
Yeah, right.
So when they come in and say, when do you get the chance to fix your bed? When you left this morning,
right,
when your bed wasn't made,
right,
I made mine.
That's right.
So that was pretty good. That brings back my dad mindset, and that's why me and Val is trying to struggle on right now. She doesn't get the part yet. But as I was reading this, this makes a lot of sense because when I started school, when I started college, my dad specifically told me that you need to work. And I told him that I play sports and I'm a full-time student. Where the time do I need to work at? He said, you have student loans. Do you want to wait until you graduate school before you start paying for it? Or do you want to start pitching in before you get done with school? Your debt is limited. So I got a job as a freshman in college, and all my friends are doing everything they're doing. I was still waking up in the morning going to work.
Right.
My pay, when I get paid, half of that money was going towards my interest on my student loans. Not going to go to the bar and drink, but my interest is going towards my student loans. So when I graduated school, all I left with was my student loans debt with no interest. And now, I'm pretty much in the next 2 years, I'll be done paying off my student loans.
I'll give it.
Not just that, but when the year started, I specifically told Bao that before this year ends, I want to look at my bank account and say like, boy, you look good.
Yeah, that's right.
So basically,
I got that.
So basically, my whole plan was that before the year ends, I want to have $20,000 in my bank account.
Give him to that.
Doesn't matter what happens.
Woo!
I want to do it.
I love it. Hey, look, I like money. I'm not afraid about to talk about. We can talk about money all night long. And do you know what? That's a doable goal.
It is. And right now,
let me tell you how you get to 20. First, just get one. Somebody say 1,000. Now I'm gonna tell you something about 1,000, boy. Hey, that's a stack. You know what? Watch this. Watch this. If you want to get 20 stacks, I'm gonna tell you. First, you just got to get one. Right now, watch this. The pathway to 20,000 is your first 1,000, and if you can just break it off like that now, you know, and then once you get that one, it gets good to you. I'm trying to show my sister something. If you could get one and then just hold it for a minute, don't show your hand.
Don't show your hand yet, just hold it. Don't look at it either.
Don't shop yourself out. And then mess around and grind up. Say grind up.
Grind up.
And get 2. I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is a life-changing thing. If you could stack $1,000 cash, just have it over there, you know, wherever you put stuff. Just have it sitting. Man, a piece will come over you, right? Issues be coming out of nowhere, and you know you be hearing them, but you're not reacting all funny, because you know it's not getting ready to take you out right this second.
Right.
And that 1,000, I'm breaking all the way down to 100. Say 100.
100.
Yeah, let me see. Do I have 100? $100 bill. Look. Here go one right here. Watch this. Look at it. That's a beautiful thing. Look, do y'all see that? Look at Ben. That's Big Ben. Big Ben. Yeah, I tell you what Big Ben will do if you just keep it in your pocket. This one right here, been in my pocket so long, the crease like a cut you. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad because, but with the idea of having Benjamins is that it gives you a comfort. You're not desperate. Yep. And see, we're a population in here who have demonstrated what we're capable of when we're desperate. Yep. And so you have to, in order to avoid desperation, you have to then set yourself in a position on high where desperation only comes to suckers. And I ain't mad at, but suckers are playing games. They play games. Yeah, now this is what and suckers will just keep chasing it. 100. But now you sit back.
Yeah, 1,000.
Make it 2. Make it 5. Man, peace comes over you. Make it when you make it a grand, you got to stack. Then you realize, I'm gonna tell you something. Once you stack to 1,000, and it's not all that easy, but once you stack to 1,000, it teaches you how to get to 2. Because 1 is the hardest to get. Once you get 1, 2 comes easy. I'm just telling you the truth, boy. Y'all gonna be mad at me. Y'all gonna be mad at me because 2 will come easier. When you get to 10, somebody will walk in your door and offer you a deal. Where 2 or 3 of your thousands is gonna bring you a double. That's how business is done. I'm in a position to take advantage of your desperation. I wait for all
that. Speak it, Pop. I got you. I caught you.
Why that's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. It's a pandemic.
Pandemic.
It's a pandemic for those people who are broke.
Yep. I suck it out.
Watch this. Watch carefully. For those people who got money, it's time to shop. Because those people in the pandemic, look, how everything going down, airplanes ain't flying, so now you can buy an airplane maybe for half of what it was when it was regular. So if you messing with money, now's the time to buy. If land is going down, you know, I'm gonna tell you something else. Can I tell you one more thing?
Go ahead, bro.
This is so devastating. But those money changers are real. And sometimes when they want the land your community sits on, they will invest in gunpowder shells. They will invest in finding guns to get into your neighborhood.
Yep. Bring down the value.
They will invest in putting liquor stores everywhere in your neighborhood. Now watch this. This is a long-term game. Say long-term. Long-term. Now watch what they do. Then they sit back and let you drink and sink. While you drink and sink, the house value goes down and down and down and down. There was all these buildings, all these empty buildings over in North Minneapolis, over on Washington. All of them. They've been empty for I don't know how long. And the price went down to nothing. But it's right buttressing downtown. Now you come down Washington Avenue, ain't none of them factories empty. They all got that upscale. They got all that upscale stuff you can't even afford to get in. If you go in there and ask them about an apartment, and they'll tell you they got an efficiency for $1,900. Somebody say 1,900.
1900.
Now watch. This is how big money changers are literally controlling what takes place in our neighborhood for their own gain. Now, if you look in the north side, right here on 7th Street, right where Ragstock was and the bus company was, they getting ready to build another big time skyscraper down there so big you can't afford to get in there. Where are these people coming? They got the land for nothing because we had devalued it all. We didn't want it. We act like we were busy shooting. We up here shooting and look here and carjacking somebody. What are you gonna do with somebody else's car? You got it for 15 minutes and then now everybody in town is looking for you. I mean, that is senseless crime. And the young people who are committing these senseless crimes belong to us because we was game players and we didn't teach them how to go. So now they, it's generational. Say generational.
Generational.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna finish. So I'll have about $500 to hit my goal for the year.
Right. That's all you need.
That's all I need, and that can be today. I can just take money from my checking to my savings and call it a day. But my goal is still to get there, and I love Bao so much that she's like, this cannot just be your goal. You know that you can overpass your goal. So you cannot just set it because you want to set it. Oh, I want to get this. And when you get it, you say, I'm okay. She's like, we can crush this number down. Because the plan for next year, by next year, this time around, we want to be in, she want to be in her dream house. I just want to be in my house.
Come on, come on, man.
Yes, indeed.
Man, that's so beautiful, man. That's so beautiful. Say a dream house.
Dream house.
You can't be afraid to just dream. It don't cost you nothing. Oh man, wow. Yeah.
And it feels good. And so like when I walk in the store as a man of color, you can look at me all you want. But my bank account says different. So good for you to judge me to walk in the Target, but my bank account telling me that, sorry, but my bank account is over what you think I'm valuable. So that's my mindset, and that's my goal, and that's my discipline. I want to keep crushing that numbers, keep crushing it, keep setting higher goals that I can reach. If I don't reach it, at least I know I'm closer to it, and that goal is still there.
Well, give me a hand and let me jump in right here, real quick. I love that. That talking about goals. 20 grand by the end. Was it end of the year or
end of the year?
End of the year. So that's coming up quick. Who's next? Was it somebody else next?
Me, Cal.
Oh, Cal. Okay, Cal. Mississippi next. Come on, Mississippi. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh wait, I got to learn to have patience. I'm thinking about things while y'all was talking. I appreciate the information that Chili gave because I'm learning to have goals now because I never had no goals. Now my goals are setting in place because as long as I can not be broke and stay out of the penitentiary, I can set some different goals for myself. So my thing right now is I'm not in debt, but I'm going towards being able to make some better goals for my life now.
Okay.
So me being here is giving me a chance to see that if I be still long enough, I can have goals and I can have what I'm looking for. Today, I'm looking for a better way of understanding what my past was so I can live in the future. My past kept me, I should say I was in debt because I always wanted something. I always try to have something or try to get something. And I end up being in debt, even with the prison. You know, I got so far down in their debt that they kept on getting me. So I realize now that as long as you have a goal and set some different things for yourself, you don't have to go backwards. You ain't got to be in debt. You'll be able to have a goal. So today, man, I just appreciate me knowing that, Calvin, you've been home for 4 years. If you can get 4 more in, you can have what you need. And that's another part of life for me, is being able to stay home so I won't be in debt.
That's good. And so here, Will is on the line. Will, I'm going to let you chime in right there, but I want to share something with y'all about Will. Man, I'm so impressed. You know, Will bought a new home recently. It's been a couple years now. Doug called it the palace. Will bought a palace, but the palace had a leaky pipe. And the leaky pipe was a hard one to find. And so it was like between a floor and, just above it, in between there. And so Will, this is bad. But, Will has the skills to cut through his wall, the sheetrock and press wood and whatever else, pull out the insulation, go up there, locate to the source of the problem. And so while he did it, this is what I loved about it. He made a how-to video and called and texted to me. So while he's like the, you know, like the home, yeah, like what's his name? Bob Vila. Like Bob Vila, right. Well, it's Will Vila. So Will said, and Will was saying, he said, so you see, Pop, what I had to do in order to accomplish my goal, I had to drill up here and, you know, this and that, and you can see where the hole was. And he said, okay, and now listen to that water. Just listen. So then I'm listening, and then I hear water. He said, you hear it, but you can't see it. give Will Vila a big hand. Will, give us a shout.
Well, you know, I don't have the. I listened to the written word, but it's not up there on the screen now. But it was a line in there that really stuck with me. It was it talks some about discipline being punishment, how we perceive discipline as punishment. And you know, and it got me to thinking back when I was like that, when I saw you know, almost all forms of disciplines as punishment. I couldn't smoke weed all day. I couldn't be high all day. That was, you know, that was a form of punishment. But you know, when I had got to a certain point in my life, you know, even especially in prison, I had got to a point where I started to see the value of discipline for me personally. What it started to do for me, Pops, was it started to create boundaries for me as to what I could or should not do, things that was not in my best interest. Yeah. So by me having a discipline, it actually freed me up to continue in a way of achieving my goals unhindered.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And the key, and for me, was unhindered, because when I transgress the discipline, the boundaries that my discipline created for me, 9 out of 10 times, it presented problems for me. Because, right. You know, because the reason why I had those boundaries, because I knew that if I go past here, I compromise myself, right? So for me, discipline actually frees me up by helping me to, you know, stay focused on the goals that are important to me.
Wow, that was well said. Come on, give him some love. Well said. Man, and this is one of the things, well, I'll leave it at that. I mean, you can't say it no better than Will said it. And who's next? Ananias got something, and then Doug got something, and then you got something?
So I had never legally made $1,000 in my life. Never legally. I mean, I hustled, and I had many different kinds of hustles, and I didn't care. So I had money in shoe boxes and like cushions and the couch and stuff like that. Right. And I never do nothing with the money but just, you know, back rows and go out and treat people. And, you know what I mean? Right. That's it. So, and I was the man. Yeah. I actually made my first $1,000 legally in the prison.
Wow. How did you do that?
By saving all the money that I had. I'd make 25 cents an hour, and over a series of years, I accumulated like $8,000.
I get it for
just over years. Because, you know, in prison, there's things you ain't supposed to do, like run a store. I ran a store for 10 years. You know what I mean? So like, I never went to spend money. Right. I just, wow. I never had to buy. You remember? Yeah. So. And I just never went to the store. I go buy my hygiene and stuff because, you know, that's about it, or phone time. That was it. So I made my first legal money in prison.
Wow, that's an amazing story, man. Give some love.
Yeah, thank you. So you know, taking a small business class, I learned how currency works.
Yes,
So now that I'm out, when I made my first $1,000, instead of hoarding it, I invested it.
Yeah.
Then I made another $1,000 and I kept it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I made another 1,000 and I kept it.
Mm.
So instead of keeping my money in one bank, I keep some in the bank,
Yeah.
but also keep some in the credit union.
Yeah, good.
And it's like, wow. It's like bills, I pay them, no problem.
Yeah.
Today I tried to cancel some bills because I doubled up on a car payment on mistake. So I mean, so they got extra month out of me on car, but and I didn't make it through. We went through. That's okay. But it was like, so it was like,
you done until January.
I had student loan debt, so that was one of my goals, was to pay that off. So I had to make a phone call to these people because I paid my final payment. Something a week later, something said, go back and check that. I went back and checked that they said I owed them $49.17.
Right.
I called them.
Right.
Hey, so listen, I put this down to the last zero, and I have a screenshot to say it's zero.
Right.
Where's this $49.17 coming from? She tried to explain it to me. I said, so if I wouldn't have checked, this would have showed up on my credit report, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And it would have added interest on it.
Absolutely.
Well, see, you people need to understand something. You can't do this to people. If we made an agreement to get this debt paid and I paid down to the last zero, you can't just pop up and say, I owe some kind of fee or some kind of interest like that. There has to be a writing or something like that.
Wow.
So I was on it. And they canceled it.
Yeah, canceled the debt.
They canceled the debt.
Come on, give them some debt cancellation.
Yeah.
Somebody say debt cancellation. Yeah. So that's some church talk right there. Y'all don't know about that. But look, so debt cancellation though, that's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
And so because it gives you that freedom.
Yes.
Somebody who hadn't gone yet, jump in. Go ahead, Dave. Okay.
What brought to mind with the budget, and I try very hard not to spend beyond my means. I stay within a budget, but my attitude is strictly of gratitude, and I'm very, very grateful for what I have. And there's lots of things in the world that I want, okay? But it's the discipline of me, you know, having, for instance, the shoes on my feet, which are, you know, they're getting old, but I'm happy, I'm grateful. They work for me. I can save my money for the goals that I do have, which you all know is I'm trying to purchase a house at the moment. So
did y'all hear that? What he trying to do?
That's my goal. But what it brings to me is this attitude of gratitude, is be content with what I have, and I don't have to live cheap, live within my means, and be grateful. And I don't have to, you know, be flashy. I can live comfortably, but just knowing what my budget is, and stay within that budget, and you know, and just take things as they come. Have that little nest egg, whereas you know, strong people, healthy people can take bad news. They have the mentality of overcoming, and you know, whatever it is, and just be grateful to God.
Yeah. This one does. Yeah. Give him something. I want to, Doug, I'm very proud of you. Your goals are going to be achieved in 2021, but you should write them down. I want a house. I want a place for my daughter, a healthy place for my daughter. I want to do whatever. Those 3 goals will be your goals for 2021. You got to write them down. Let me just tell you the secret behind it. You could be loitering around, you know, letting thoughts just be in your mind. Thoughts come in your mind all the time, right? So see, listen to what I'm saying to you. Thinking is God's gift to you. You don't have to try to think. You're just thinking of some stuff all by yourself. But unless you go up and pull out one of them thoughts and bring it down into reality and then write it, you know really where it came from. It came from the invisible. It came to the tangible. So see, once you get an invisible goal down on a tangible piece of paper, it is a part of the process of revolutionizing your thinking and changing you to a made-up mind. Write it down and make it plain. This is what we're talking about here, right? I like what Doug had to say. I'm so proud of you. Write them down. You're doing it, but write it. Now, somebody's supposed to be moving into their apartment. I think they're supposed to be moving into the apartment on last Friday, but then I got a word from a birdie or something like that. They didn't move in last Friday, but we're gonna get a report from Duval about where he's at with his goals.
Oh man. Man,
Give Duval a hand. He all right. He wasn't here last week. You know what I mean?
All right,
yeah, but so we gave him a pass for last week, but no passes for today. Go ahead.
Well, I just was doing a lot of stuff today on the computers with my boss helping me, because I don't know how to do nothing about the computers, but I got everything. I got my lease signed and everything.
Signed lease.
Yep, I got all that stuff.
Give him a hand for that.
I'm moving in Friday.
This Friday.
Paid and everything. Everything paid for.
You got that money.
Yeah, got that money.
Give him a hand. You got the money. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels good. I mean, when we just said it though, you just, like you said, you got to sign your own lease. I got to sign my own lease, and it feel good too, when you have to do all this stuff and you have bills. I have bills. Just now, I was just talking to the health people.
Right.
They didn't send me a watch.
Mm-hmm.
Help people. This is a brand new watch. Just gave it to me. Everything. If I push this red button, police will come in here like the bat out of here.
Really?
Serious.
Push it.
No. But yeah, and it just came in the mail. And like I said, I appreciate you too, sending the brother up there to get our mail stuff taken care of. Because like I said, we be sitting up there lacking. I know Papa got so much mail at his house from people from 20 years, 10 years ago.
Yeah, I do.
And I understand I was one of them. I've been around them too long.
Me too.
but I ain't going nowhere. But that's
right.
I feel, like I said, I feel good. I still have, like Phil said, I didn't got over the bills. The bills was, I'm like, wow, I got help. And then taking care of my son.
Good.
Then have another baby.
Ooh, stop. You hear what he said he was doing? Come on. Go ahead.
And this, I'm with sis, man. It can get overwhelmed, man. That little boy don't deserve none of this BS.
No game.
No, he don't. He played the game. He stood up in the bed. I was just over there last, about 2 days ago. He stood up in the bed. I didn't know he was going to stand up. He stood up in the bed and just looked. Really what he was trying to tell me is, look, Negro,
right.
I'm standing up. Yeah. Where are you?
Yeah. Come on, brother.
You playing games. He saw I looked at his mom. I said, somebody take the film, or somebody do something. Film this boy. He's standing up. He's looking at me like, he's looking just like.
Recognize. Yeah, little tree man.
Oh, right. Yeah. He said, where you been? Yeah. I'm standing up.
Right.
It just.
I'm standing up. I've been standing up. Where you been?
Yeah, but where I've been. I'm in the shelter.
No, but
and
look,
this is a big thing.
Well, look though. So see, listen. I'm just going. I ain't trying to be mean, but watch this. Now you've been out how long?
2018.
How long is that?
That's almost close to 3 years. Yeah.
It took 3 years for him to get his own place.
Yeah.
Did you have the money?
Yes, I did.
Playing games. I'm just trying to get you to look at some stuff.
I was there.
That game plan is going to take you somewhere where you can't afford to stay.
No.
make you stay longer than you want to be.
Yes.
Right? And then cost you more than you had to get out of it in the first place. I'm just
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
it. That's it.
help you.
That's it.
But look, I'm proud of him for finally getting there. Right? Give him a hand for getting his own place. And I think Kimbrough's getting a place too. Lord
I got
have
a
mercy.
report on him too.
Okay, go ahead.
Because that's why he's not here today.
Mhm.
You know, he got his keys yesterday.
Okay.
And you know, he signed for he's in there.
He in there.
He's moving back and forth right now.
He's
as we
moving.
speak.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna be able to clean this room out on the saints. All the saints is shouting, you don't even understand.
Praise God.
You know, but look, I'm gonna tell you something. So, but now we had to push him. But look what he's able to accomplish with the push. Now, remember what I was telling you? Now, here's what really brought that on deeper than what you think. Do y'all remember Malik?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Malik?
Yep.
That's his name is Liebart McDowell. Malik. Malik came out hitting like gangbusters. Came out of Faribault, came into Prop 1, then over to Prop 2, went to school, graduated with his BA, graduated with honors. He was a roofer. They was trying to get him into as a supervisor for roofers. He'd been over to the Pop House like about almost 3 years, or it could have been 3 years. But watch what I'm saying. But then he fell off, he relapsed. And then when he relapsed, he just spiraled completely out of control. We sent him to treatment like we always do, but it just didn't happen. It didn't work for him. And Malik is in prison right now.
Oh, wow.
Now, after all those accomplishments I just said to you, he wished he was in your shoes. He wished he was in your shoes. You don't appreciate your shoes, but he wished he was in them. Can you get the message? And watch this here. But what I learned about Malik is I made one mistake, and I take responsibility for it. I let Malik stay at the Pop House too long. And then he got too comfortable there. And he started thinking, I can play with this. As soon as that happened, then I had to cut him. And he was thinking, because I'm Malik, you ain't going to do me like that. But I don't care who you are. If you using, I got to put you out. Little Lazarus, he was over at Pop 1, but he was using and this and that, and we had to get him in treatment. We give him a chance. You give him a chance. But now when you come back from treatment, we done went through all of this, kept your address, kept everything in place for you. Ain't nobody bothering with your little room. We done cleaned it all up for you. I'm talking about if you come home and use one time, you gone. No more games. Say no more games. No more games. Say it louder than that. No more games. One more time. No more games. See, you got to get that. Now watch this. Watch, this is important. Hey, Stephen, I just want you to catch on to what we're talking about. Then I'm gonna go down to you for my Rochester report. But hold on, I'm coming to you. But hold up, I want to tell y'all about Geronimo right here. This is some amazing stuff. You know, Geronimo been taking care of business and moving up slowly but surely. But last week, a week ago today, while we was here in group, Geronimo was driving his truck way out in Sock Center. And it was that snowy night last week. And man, the worst thing that could happen happened. This dude got busted up by a truck from the front and a semi from the back. I said a semi. I don't know, did they? I think so. They had him a semi from the back. Yeah. And so, I'm gonna tell you something. He's really blessed to be sitting here right tonight. He's a little bit sore, but he's here. So I'm gonna let Geronimo just say a few little things, but I want y'all to give him some love because he really survived all of that. Yeah, buddy.
So talking about the reflections tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Slide up to it a little bit.
What I got for myself to where I disciplined myself and accepted my debt. Today I strive to be in debt in order to make more money to pay my debt. So I accepted that and disciplined myself, you know, for myself to live and to succeed, pay my debt off, because here,
stop that for me.
Because here in the United States, there's a thing called a credit line. And if you pay your debt, your credit goes up. And once your credit goes up, they'll give you more money so you can become more in debt. And I accepted that, and I strive every day to do that. So since this accident happened, I sat there for a few days, victim stancing, pity party. Oh man, I built my business to where it is today, and what am I gonna do? So I had a talk with Brother Shane, and he snapped me out of that and made me realize, had me realize that this is just another step for me. It elevated me to a different level, a higher level, to where I have to pay attention. What am I gonna do for myself? And now today I'm working on this new discipline for myself in order for myself to succeed.
Give him some love right there.
That's all right, man.
Thank you. I want, you know, I'm thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for all my brothers and sisters here because of the support. And I also want to say that don't give up. Keep working. Keep doing what you need to do to complete your dreams and your goals. I mean, it may be hard, but if you discipline yourself and sacrifice what you need to do, you know, there's always a sacrifice that you have to make in order for yourself to succeed. You know, and discipline yourself. Okay, you know, that's where the wants and the needs come in. Do I really need that? Or, you know, or do I really want that? You know what I'm saying? So thank you, and I love all you guys.
Miss Lolita, but I want you to come in because, you know, you had an accident, you know what I mean? And I just want you to holler at Jerry for a minute, Lolita. Go ahead and talk to him.
We just give God all the praise, glory, and honor because it was the divine angels that saved the both of us.
Right.
Yes, Lord.
Come on.
Yeah. In the blink of the eye, it just takes 1 millisecond. In the blink of an eye, we just going to the store, just at the corner store, a block of people, and somebody ran the red light, and we weren't the first car; we was the second car. So, Geronimo, were you one of the gentlemen that were in that big crash that we heard about, almost semi-truck? They had a big crash.
No,
not that one.
Not that one. No.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you for asking about it because that was dangerous, some dangerous stuff too. Everybody walked away from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amen.
But I just want to, Lolita, you know, I don't want you to think that it just, you know, just happened to you. I mean, Lolita was jacked up, man, and you know she had that pretty red truck. But now, next thing I know, she came back to group with a Cadillac. I don't know what happened. I don't know. She got some kind of elevation, I guess. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that to say that's what elevation is going to also happen with you. Steve, Master McComber was, this boy was kind of sick a little bit, but he looked like he's trying to snap out of it. Steve, what you got?
So I'm still $5,000 in debt from my signal.
Give him a hand. He's deep in debt. Now watch this. Watch this. Say deep in debt, but not locked up. See what I mean?
Not locked up.
You still come on. He got a shot.
So I mean, yep. I'm in debt. I mean, they ain't banging down my door, you know, but it's there. it ain't going nowhere. When it comes to student loans, you can't get rid of them. They stay. You can file bankruptcy, but them loans ain't going nowhere. So
that boy singing the blues, ain't it?
But you know, once I stabilize myself, because I got a spot, and just because, you know, I got a little bit of money in my pocket, don't mean I'm stable yet.
That's good.
So I mean, once I really get stable and I can afford it, I do plan on paying that down, you know. So I mean, because sooner or later I do want to go back. You know, I want to go back to school. So I mean,
good.
Eventually, I'm gonna have to pay that off in order to do so. You know, so.
So let me just clarify though. In order to go back to school, you don't have to pay it off. What you have to do is open up a payment plan. You could pay $50 a month for 6 months. That will pull it out of delinquency, deferment, and delinquency, and allow you to re-enroll in school if that's what you wanted to do. I just want to clarify.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right. So, I mean, we were talking about the goals, right? So, I mean, just in having debt, there is a massive amount of goals in order to undebt yourself, you know? So like goal 1, stabilize. Goal 2, set up a payment plan. Goal 3, get it dropped down, you know? I mean, the goals don't stop. They just keep, you know, there's a list.
Yeah, but you got to make a list.
them.
But look, now he said that off the top of his head. That's fine, because it starts there. But you got to really write that down.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to show you something. I'm just trying to help you. You can believe it or not. So when I bought my first house legally, I saw the house and I cut the picture out of the house. I took a picture and cut it out, and I put it up on my bathroom mirror. Every morning when I got up, I looked at the house, and then I was just saying, that's my house. That's what I was looking at. Say my house.
My house.
So every morning. And so it was time to bid the house. I went over there and bid it. And a guy came up, an older guy, he came up and bid the house. He had a lot of cash down, more than me. And so they went with his bid. So, and then I was disappointed, you know, this and that, but something made me keep the picture on the mirror. 2 months went by. The realtor called me 2 months later and he said, hey, any chance you're still interested in that house? Because the guy, he had cash money, but no credit, right? I had credit, but a little bit of cash. And so look, I said, yeah, I'm interested, you know, and then I went over there, right over here on Bryant. I went and bought that house a block up from where you, Ananias, trying to get a house on 20th and Bryant. I was at 2015 Bryant, a duplex, say a duplex.
Duplex.
Then I moved my grandmother in with me. I moved my grandmother downstairs. I lived upstairs and I had my kids living up there. Say a house.
A house.
Say a home.
A home.
Yeah, write it down.
Write it down.
Yeah, you got to write it down and make it plain. If you write it down, don't just be babbling. I'm not saying, I'm not talking about you, but this is what we have as men, we have a propensity to procrastinate, right? But if we write it down, right, we can get somewhere. We're getting close. Hold up, I'm gonna bring Steve in. Now you kind of get a sense for what we talk about, Steve. You know, I think you've heard a little bit of the Acts of Faith. We use that regularly. You should get that book. Let's just hear your reflection, what you've heard. This is Steve Jennings. Give him a hand, y'all. Give him a big hand. Give him a big hand. Top guy.
So
way back.
So I just want to reflect then. For me, when I went to prison, that last time, you know, I was like, man, I'm playing games with my life because these people ain't trying to let me back out, you know, and it was just, it was kind of crazy and scary. But you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? They ain't playing no games with me. I ain't playing no games with them. So I'm done. Luckily, you know, I ran into Nunde, and he brought me to the pop meeting, and it was just
who was it that brought you?
Patrick Nunde.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So you know, once I did that, you know, and you know, becoming a pop tutor and just going through all the pop classes, it was real strengthening, and it was able to take me. I heard somebody already say that they took that path to go back so that they can get the future, get their present right. Well, that helped me bring everything in full circle. And so while I was there, you know, level 1, you know, in Lionel, went through all the treatment programs. All I heard from these people was everything that I couldn't do.
Right.
You know, they told me, you're not gonna be able to get a job doing this. You know, you might as well forget about this. Don't try that. You know, and they just told me so many different negative things. And then I'm going to pop class, and it's telling me, you know, all these other things that I can do, and it was just, you know, it was really exciting. And so when I got out, I stopped listening to all those negative things of, well, I didn't even stop. I couldn't even listen to it. I just kept putting that behind me. But I kept saying, you know what? I want this. I can do this. You know, because ain't nothing on this earth that God didn't make available for me to do.
That's
so I was like, okay, I can do this, and I can do that. So now I gotta blame you, Pops, because I've been yearning for a pop class. I've been yearning for this group for the longest. I wanted to build it down here in Rochester as well, but you know, we ain't get the chance to do that yet.
Yeah.
Because I still ain't giving up. I don't give up. I can see right now that, you know, God got too much plan for me to give up on anything.
Amen.
So, you know, just 7 years ago, and all those different, like I got fired from jobs. Not my fault. Well, it was my fault because it was my background. But my background to come up, and they were like, well, you know, we gotta let you go. You know, you're a good guy. We love your work. But all those things, they never stopped me, and I never paused.
Right.
I never took it as a defeat. You know, it wasn't nothing a defeat for me. For me, it was just a challenge, and I was like, okay, well, you know what? This got to be another way for me to get it, because I know God got it out there for me. So I just kept on pushing kept on yearning. And you know, I was able to. I was blessed. I was able to get me a house. You know, and to sit here and to see that and enjoy it with my wife is just, man, it's amazing coming from that little one room with a toilet in it, you know, and my sink and everything else in there, you know, coming to being here now, you know, it's just all those blessings. And
give him some love, give him some love, give him some love.
Bless him, continue to bless him.
And I just wanted to say one thing about debt. One of the things I learned when I was trying to get my house was the DTI. That debt to income ratio. And my income, in order for me to get a house, had to be greater than my debt. So that's what I'm working on and continuing to work on. So if you want that house, make sure you get that DTI in order.
Come on, give him some love right there. Congratulations. Man, what a story that is, brother. What an amazing story that is. I absolutely and positively love it. Dexter's here, and you know, Dexter had last week on Zoom. Dex was in, you know what I mean? He been coming right in. If he ain't been here live, he been here on Zoom. And I'm going to remind everybody that next week is our Thanksgiving celebration. We're going to meet because we've been managing this COVID pretty well. Amen. So be careful during the week. Bring a dish. We're gonna have Dr. Webb's gonna set up out here and sing a couple songs. We're gonna try to get
trying to reconnect. I'm good. I'm good, brother.
No. Yeah,
Give your wife a hug.
I would definitely do that. I would definitely do that. Hey, Nate, if that's you on the phone, if that's you, Nate. Let's see, Nate.
Maybe he can't hear me.
He should be able to hear me. The phone on mute, but he should be able to hear me.
How you doing, Miss Rolita?
Calvin, I'm doing good. How you doing? Call me, Calvin, so we can talk about your daughter. And what's the lady name?
Miss Willamine.
Willamine.
Yes, Lord. Miss Willamine, I went back to Chokewell, Carolina. I say, Lord, but I can't even do time because I'm going to be on my way to go see him in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm only like 4 hours from him right now.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm just holding on. I lost my cousin last weekend. By the time I got my car out the shop, it was too late for me to move.
Okay.
Yeah, but God is good. He saved me. He was a younger man. He was younger than me. You hear me?
He lost his cousin last week. Did you know that, Brother Willie?
What's the place? Said it again?
Brother Shane lost his cousin last week. She's been to the group. Maureen. Okay.
Yeah.
So his family, if y'all keep his family up in prayer, his family will be having her homegoing service this coming Friday.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on,
I guess we all got disconnected from stop. I'm gonna get back in there, hopefully. Yo. Is he on already?
No.
Willie.
Yeah.
What up? This Nate.
Hey, what's going on, Nate, man? How you been?
Man, living life, growing.
Yeah.
How you doing, Nate?
Man, I'm doing well. How about y'all?
I'm blessed.
Hey,
No cow.
Are you still in St. Cloud?
No, I'm in Chaska now.
You're in Chaska?
Yes. 30 minutes closer.
How's everybody doing, Nate?
Oh, they doing great, man. We're doing great.
That's good, man. That's good.
Your wife, I said hello and kiss the baby.
Yeah.
Young lady, she's a young lady now.
Hey, Teddy Queen, I said, what'd you say, Lola?
Said, tell Nate, tell his wife I said hello and hug the young lady.
Yeah.
She's a young
Yeah. I second
Yeah.
Well, I hearing that, y'all finna make me have to get a wife for real and be right. Hey, I guess I'm stuck between this thing. I can't change it. Something got to happen, right?
It's time, you know.
Yep.
You know.
That's what I'm doing, bro. I'm being patient. God's gonna put the right one in my life.
That's right.
I see so much now, I just can't do it. You turn my stomach. I don't need none of y'all right now. Lord have mercy. But that's okay. He still got me in his hand. He's working me. I think we all done got cut off. I might have to redial that thing and see can I get back in.
That's probably that's probably better. I think.
Okay, we'll try it. Bye. See y'all. We'll try that.
All right. Okay. So good will.
Yeah.
You how you doing? I just asked.
Oh man, you know, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right, brother. And just working and that's it, man. And you know, and
You say what?
yeah, so, you know, and just working, man. And that's it. And that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I think right there.
Yeah, you know I had signed up for the Summit Academy, but they not taking I'm signed up for the carpentry thing because I want to still do my real estate, but just go into.
Hey, Pop, unmute yourself. Yeah, yeah.
But watch this real quick. Thank you, Will. But watch this. I'm almost done. Watch this. But she named them, but nobody directed them.
Come on.
She named them, but you need a trainer. So a lot of times, you know, we don't have in fathers, we didn't have the trainers train them up in the ways that they should go when they are a child, and when they become old, they will not depart from you. So you have to have a trainer. Somebody say a trainer. So you ain't saying it loud enough. Somebody, you need a trainer to train you up in the way that you might go. And even though chronologically you could have been a man by numbers, but really male, not man. You are a male by numbers, but until the trainer comes to train you up in the way that you would go, then that you can let go of the childish ways.
Yes, Lord.
That is what makes us who we are right here. The trainer came and got me out of what I was in.
Yes, Lord.
I couldn't get myself out.
Speak it out.
But Joshua came, and the walls came tumbling down. And when I got out, wait a minute, I went back and got me some more people.
Thank you, Jesus. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Father.
Grab his hand. Grab his hand. Grab his hand. Grab his hand. Grab his hand.
Lord.
This is how it goes, right? This is not a game. This is reality.
Yes, Lord.
Under the auspices of that reality, because the truth will always liberate.
Yes, yes.
It might hurt your feelings, but it won't let you down. Grab onto the truth that you got in this meeting tonight. No place in town had a meeting like this.
No. Quit playing games.
I just want to seal in his authority for you to accomplish your goals. He didn't put you here to fail or to make you, to bamboozle you, you know, to give you sound life and a sound mind and body. And you have that when your mind is made up to it. Let's get out of here and pledge. Come on, give me something right there. That's a good hand. That's a good place for a hand clap. Good place for a praise right there.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Jesus. Bless us all. Bless us right now. That's just why he speaks, Father.
I feel the Holy Ghost
yes,
in Mississippi. Oh, God.
Speak it. Amen.
I heard that the Holy Ghost is avoiding Mississippi, but I know it ain't true.
Yes, Lord. I'm right here. I'm here with y'all in the blessing.
I will. Balance my family values.
My family values. With my goal.
I will.
I will.
Exercise wisdom.
Exercise wisdom.
Read, and do. I will.
I will.
My relationships.
Make all my relationships.
Win, no deal.
Win or no deal.
Come on, Kel. I will. Under every
I will.
circumstance.
Under every circumstance.
Maintain a positive attitude. I will.
I will.
Enjoy my life. With a sense of humor, while taking advantage of my opportunities. Learning from my misfortune. Listen to that message. I will act upon circumstances rather than have them act upon me.
Rather than have them act upon me.
I will on a daily basis.
On a daily basis. Be proactive with my goals.
I will always protect my
always protect my wisdom
and my happiness. I will keep my eyes open for a church girl.
There you go, Pop. Keep being bad.
You send that down to Mississippi.
I hear you, Pop.
Receive it, Mississippi. I will. Wait, somebody up here in Minneapolis say I'm looking for one too.
Let me get this phone right, man.
Principal centered. And maintain a positive circle of influence. Boy, this group is bad. I will. Daily learn. Commit.
And do.
I will. Act according to Leadership Institute.
Act according to the Police Institute. My community. And my private life.
Watch this, or woman. And next week is our Thanksgiving holiday. Bring a dish. We're gonna have a good time. Everybody have been tested. All our people have been tested. If you bring a guest, the guests have to be tested. That have to be verified. It'll be our last meeting for the year. So if you want to see one another, this will be our last time for the year. We'll be on Zoom for the rest of the year and try to let the virus pass us by, and the new president coming, and the vaccine also to catch up to some of us. All right, so we got number.
Yes.
We'll see you next week. Thank you. All right.
I'll keep y'all in prayer. God bless everybody. I love y'all.